Hi everyone, it's Desiree. Welcome. And today it's Christmas all year long. So here's another idea for a quick card to get at least to try to get ahead on our card making. I still wait to the last minute. Yes. Today I am going to be using two dies from Scrappy Tails. The first one that I just showed is called the round snowflake ornament. And the second one here is the flat snowflake ornament. So when Sabrina designed these, it was thought that they were ornaments so that when you would die cut them, you'd fold them in half and then put them together to create this 3D effect. But why can't we take these items and keep them flat? We don't have to necessarily make them 3D. So it's another way to use your dies, stretch them, give them another life. I'm going to be making a 4x9 slimline card with these. And I'm going to first layer up my mats onto the card. Before I put it on the card, I just want to get my mats layered because they're going to go over the mats. I do like it when the images that we've die cut do that. I'm using double-sided tape and liquid adhesive, and I'm doing that because of the piece of the mirror cardstock that I used. I find if I just use my liquid adhesive, it just takes a little longer for it to grab because it slides all over the place, and that just makes me crazy. Yes. So by using the double-sided tape along with your liquid adhesive, you're getting that immediate stuck, if that's our phrase, and also the security of the liquid glue. So I die cut the snowflake. It's a two-part die, 3 times. The cloud, or shadow, however you call it, I die cut that from vellum. And then I used some silver mirror and satin and white cardstock for each of the snowflakes to go on top. So I'm just going to add my liquid glue to the back and using my reverse tweezers, holding that to put the glue on the snowflake so that I can get that onto my piece of vellum. These 3 snowflakes are going to be the background of our card. So even though they're large, that doesn't mean that they can't be part of the background. I do enjoy I prefer to work on a larger size card base, whether that's 5x7, 6x6, or even 7x7. I love real estate. The more real estate I have, I think I enjoy the design more because I can add more to it. I can add more dimension. I can add more elements. I can use bigger elements. I don't have to worry about a smaller space. Now, that doesn't mean that these can't be used on a standard A2 size card either. You certainly can do that. You would just have them cut off. And what I would do is just position them in a certain way and then trim off the excess. And you'll still get the same effect. You will lose the snowflakes because of the size of that round ornament. It's a nice big round ornament. So once I have my snowflakes layered, I'm going to add glue just to where the snowflake is that I layered onto the back and get this onto my background. I chose very bold colors. So my first mat was navy blue. I have the gold mirror cardstock, and then I chose an aqua for the background. For the red, for the ornament, as you can see, I chose a deep red for that ornament. And we're going to add a little bit of ink to that ornament. You'll see how we get that together. I did trim away, once the snowflakes were on the mat, I did trim away the excess from the edges. So it's continuing over the mats. I die cut the ornament itself 3 times from cardstock just to give it a little bit of sturdiness and dimension. This way I don't have to, you don't, or I should say, you don't have to use double-sided foam tape. I do decide to do that. I do love dimension, and yes, it can affect the charge for postage, but I think just by layering using your cardstock, you would not have that issue. With this round ornament, you have die cut pieces as well that can layer on top of this. So for those and the hanger, I chose a gold mirror cardstock, and we're just going to add those pieces. Now, for some of the smaller snowflakes that are on this ornament, I chose silver. So I've got this mix of gold and silver. I do enjoy that look. And I'm just adding the glue now so that I can get these smaller little snowflakes in place as well. I also die cut the snowflakes again on their own just to add, again, a little bit more dimension coming off of the ornament as well. So this isn't adding too much, but just enough that we get that oomph. I'm pulling in a dark red dye, and we are going to add that to the bottom. But first, I want to get this positioned. I'm going to make just some small marks with my pencil, and I'm going to cut through this using my paper trimmer. Now, excuse me, it's going to, yes, yeah, no card was harmed in this construction at all, but I wanted to get that through. So sorry for the shaking. It's paper. I'm using my blending tool, and I'm just adding a lot of ink towards the bottom, which is going to give it its shade. So in a way, it's going to make it look 3D. I used a cloth just to wipe the extra ink away from on top of the mirror cardstock so that doesn't go all over. And I grabbed some gray ribbon, and we're going to make a bow for the top of the ornament. So bows and I do not get along, and the challenge is real for me. But finally, we get the bow together. It's never a dull moment. Crafting is to be fun, and yes, it certainly is. And because I made this a double bow, I'm able to pull on one of the ends to pull in the one side. And then I did the same thing on the other side. I'm going to have that sit on top, and I'm going to use my reverse tweezers to have that sit in place. Here's where I do pull out my double-sided foam squares. You can skip this part if you don't want to add any more dimension, or maybe you're not a fan of dimension. That's okay too. And I'm just going to add these throughout the back. And then we'll get this onto our card. Now, I had my bow attached. It's attached to the mirror, so it's going to take time. I did remove it just so that I could get the release paper removed from all of our double-sided squares here. And I'm going to get that in place on the card. And I'm taking that to the edge of the navy blue. And then we can put those tweezers right back in place so that that can dry. From my stash, I have a little tiny pot or a drawer that has just all kinds of sentiments, because whenever I foil sentiments or better press or stamp and emboss, I don't just make one, I make a bunch and then just throw them in there. This is actually one of Scrappy Tails foiling plates of Christmas sentiments. So I found that in there. I thought it was perfect because of the red. And now I'm just going to add some of her gems to the front of the ornament, just to add even more sparkle. So, because who doesn't want sparkle on their holiday card? Absolutely. I think that's what kind of, has a good time with it. So just placing those around. I love the fact when it comes to her packs, there's different sizes. It's not all just one size. I did choose the aqua, and it's great because when you put them onto the red, they kind of go into that color as well, and there is an iridescent coating to these as well. So you get the best of both worlds. Also going to put one large gem in the center of each of our snowflakes, and I'm just moving the ribbon out of the way just so that that doesn't get caught up in there. So now we are ready to get our whole card front onto our card base. And again, this is a 4x9 slim line. Even my slim lines are large in size. I go as large as I can, 4x9, and it fits in a number 10 envelope. So that is our project for today. And again, Christmas can be all year long. We can start thinking of our designs, thinking about what we want to do. Do we want to mass produce? Do we want to make special ones for somebody special? Hopefully this is giving you inspiration throughout the year. So just trying something a little different here. If you haven't yet, I'd love for you to subscribe. So make sure you click that subscribe button. Make sure you click the thumbs up and ring the bell for notifications, and hopefully you'll be notified when the next video is ready. Would love to have you here. I go live on every Sunday at around 9 a.m. Eastern Time, and I say around because I could be a couple minutes late. You never know. And don't forget our community on Podia. I have that linked down below where we're just learning all kinds of different techniques and having fun with the best medium ever, paper. And just seeing what we can do for it, whether you're a card maker, a journaler, or any type of paper crafter. It's all about the paper and what we can do. Remember, enjoy the process. Just have fun. Whether you're using colored pencils or watercoloring, no matter what it is, just enjoy the process and have fun. And always remember, be creative in everything you do every day. Continue to stay safe and healthy. And most of all, I will talk to you in the next one. Till then, take care.